Hi, my name is Zach West, and I'll be talking about the cognitive development in toddlers and infants. First, I'm going to explain Piaget's cognitive developmental theory. Piaget firmly believed that children's minds forms and modifies psychological structures so they're better fit with external reality. Piaget believed that infants and toddlers think with their eyes, ears, hands, and other sensory motor equipment. However, there are not many activities that will be carried out inside their head at this young age. To continue on Piaget's theory, it is said that there's an organized way of making sense of experience, and this is called schemes. However, this will change with their age. Schemes are sensory motor action patterns. For example, a child at 6 months old will be dropping an object in a normal manner without any thought. When the child is at 18 months, this will change to a more creative and deliberate way of dropping the object. This can be by throwing it against a wall or throwing it on the ground and seeing it bounce around. This is a transition from sensory motor to preoperative thought. The accuracy of Piaget's sensory motor stage. Older infants and toddlers imitate rationally. This is by noticing other people's intentions. By the middle of their second year, toddlers will begin to form mental representations of how to use a tool that is uncommon that they desire. This is often known as display deferred imitation. This is simply an imitation of behavior a child has seen before from a parent or anybody. To follow up on Piaget, it is shown that researchers believe that newborns have more naturally built-in tools for making sense of their world than Piaget thought. Infants are born with core domains of thought. This includes psychological, physical, and linguistic knowledge. Next, we'll move on to information processing. There are three main parts of the cognitive system that hold and process information. These include short-term memory store, long-term memory store, and sensory store. To continue on information processing, I'll explain these three. Sensory store is sights and sounds in the surrounding world that are represented directly and stored momentarily. The short-term memory store is as information enters, we retain it briefly so we can actively work on it to reach a goal. The working memory. This is the number of items a person can briefly hold in mind, while also engaging in some effort to monitor and manipulate these items. This will relate to their attention. With age, infants seem better able to take in attending to distracting background stimuli and to focus on socially meaningful information. Infants will gradually become better at managing their attention, though. The information will be taken in a lot quicker. Consistently helping the infants focus on their attention at 10 months predicts higher intelligence test scores by 18 months, as research states. By 3 months, infants pay more attention to faces and eyes, and it makes them more interested, leading to having their attention. Lastly, is the memory and habitation research. This research shows that infants learn and retain a wide variety of information. This is just by watching objects and events without being physically active. Babies are especially attentive to movements of people and objects. The research states that infants do not need to be physically active, though, to acquire new information. However, motor activity will help promote aspects of learning and memory as they are crawling or beginning to walk with parents' help. That is all I have to talk about for cognitive developmental theory for infants and toddlerhood.